What's up, Magic players? It's Doyle, your host here on DoylePrimeMtG, where I bring you the latest and greatest in Magic content that I can while still trying to have a life. This week, I bring you the latest and greatest in Shrine Commanders. Go-Shintai of Life's Origin is sure to unite all 5 colors in an enchanting experience that can be described as none other than godlike.
Forests, islands, mountains, plains, and swamps. The multiverse is all that is, or ever was, or ever will be. There is a tingling in the spine, a faint sensation, as if a distant memory, of walking from plane to plane. Our lives have been forever changed, as if by magic. Embark with me on this journey to eternity. Experience the true power of mind over matter as we ignite your spark and traverse into the magic multiverse.
Go-Shintai of Life's Origin costs 3 and a green for a 3/4 legendary enchantment creature shrine with 2 major abilities. First up, we can pay Warburg and tap to return target enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield. We also get, whenever Go-Shintai of Life's Origin or another non-token shrine enters the battlefield under your control, create a 1/1 colorless shrine enchantment creature token. This is going to, fairly obviously, be a shrine tribal deck. One thing to keep in mind is that Shrine is an enchantment type and not a creature type. This means that the tokens have no creature type. So we will instead utilize Enchantress and Constellation type strategies to overwhelm our opponents. First up, we will ramp it up using some classic enchantments. Utopia, Sprawl, and Wild Growth can each ramp us up as early as turn 1, also with the ability to pay for themselves the turn that they come into play if they get played on subsequent turns. Fertile Ground and Trace of Abundance will each ramp us up on a 2-mana value slot, while also enchanting a land to produce extra mana. By this same theme, we will also include Dawn's Reflection and Market Festival to double up on this ability. Bloom Tender and Feyburrow Elder will also ramp us up with multiple mana each time that they tap, giving us 1 mana for each color of permanents that we control. Sanctum Weaver will tap for a mana of any color equal to the amount of enchantments that we control. We will also allow some untappers in the ramp section since they will help us produce mana until we need them to untap something else. Kior's Follower, Kelpie Guide, and Vizier of Tumbling Sands will each tap to allow us to untap another target permanent. Since all of our non-token shrines are legendary, Honor-Worn Shaku can let us tap them all for colorless mana, essentially. We can tap our shrines to untap the Shaku. We will also include the classic Farseek, Nature's Lore, and 3 visits to search up typed lands from our library. We will also include Arcane Signet and Felwar Stone, which will always produce relevant colors for this deck. Of course, Sanctum of Fruitful Harvest will also help us ramp up based on our shrines. And to explode our mana production, Nyxbloom Ancient will triple our mana output. Closing out this ramp section will be the Dryad of the Elysian Grove, letting us play additional lands per turn, while also letting us fix our colors perfectly. Our card draw section will consist of mostly Enchantress types effects. Sithis Harvest Hand, Argothian Enchantress, Mesa Enchantress, Satyr Enchanter, Cetessan Champion, Verduran Enchantress, Eidolon of Blossoms, and, of course, Enchantress's Presence. 2 of our shrines will also draw us cards, with Sanctum of Calm Waters and Honden of Seeing Wind. Neshing Wanderer can also help us get more lands into our hand when our enchantments enter our battlefield. Our control section will begin with a few tutors. Crop Rotation and Entomb will each help us to tutor up important pieces at instant speed for 1 mana. Crop Rotation can help us find the World Tree and put it into play so that we can use our lands for any color of mana. Entomb will be able to find any enchantment and put it into our graveyard for reanimation with our commander. Of course, that Wooburg cost is pretty steep, so I've also included, again, Arcanum Weaver, Starfield of Nyx, and Hall of Heliod's Generosity to help return even more enchantments from our grave. We can even use Dance of the Manse or Open the Vaults to mass return our enchantments to play for a shot at victory. Sanctum of All will join our control suite as well, since it'll let us tutor for a shrine to the battlefield at our upkeep, and also triggers all of our shrines twice. Some examples of shrines to tutor for will lead us into our removal suite, with Honden of Infinite Rage, Go-Shintai of Ancient Wars, and the Sanctum of Shattered Heights, being able to dole out large chunks of damage. Honden of Night's Reach and Go-Shintai of Hidden Cruelty will each also help us with removal, through discard and targeted creature removal respectively. Go-Shintai of Lost Wisdom can even help get more enchantments into our graveyard for reanimation through mill. Continuing our removal suite, we will use Darksteel Mutation, Grasp of Fate, and Karmic Justice. For board wipes, Doomwake Giant and Out of Time will help us to keep the masses under control. Beyond our shrine tokens, Sphere of Safety will protect our life total, and we can also get a bit of extra tactical advantage with Leyline of the Void and Leyline of Anticipation. Closing out this game will be swift and clean. Of course, we have a bunch of tokens that get produced by our commander, but Go-Shintai of Shared Purpose and Honden of Life's Web will also produce many spirit tokens for our convenience and our ability to overwhelm our opponents. We will also get loads of extra tokens from Archon of Sun's Grace and Ajani's Chosen, giving us tokens when enchantments enter our battlefield. Finally, we can use Sanctum of Stone Fangs, or Go-Shintai of Boundless Vigor, to help us turn our shrine count into a closing statement. For our other lands, we will fix our colors, with Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Cascading Cataracts, Mana Confluence, Breeding Pool, Godless Shrine, Golgari Rot Farm, Gruul Turf, Hallowed Fountain, Indatha Triome, Ketria Triome, Overgrown Tomb, Raugrin Triome, Sacred Foundry, Savai Triome, Selesnya Sanctuary, Simic Growth Chamber, Stomping Ground, Temple Garden, and Zagoth Triome, leaving us room for 6 forests, 2 islands, 1 mountain, 3 plains, and 1 swamp. That about wraps it up for this deck tech. I hope you enjoyed the video. You'll find the link to the full deck list on arcadeck.com in the description, complete with a maybe board. Let me know in the comments below if you would take this deck in a different direction, or if there are any key includes that I missed. Cheers, and happy casting.
If you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit that like button, and also share it with your friends. If you want to see more videos like these, or hear me ramble about how to navigate this magic multiverse, go ahead and click that subscribe button to stay up to date on the latest from me, DoylePrime, and the happenings throughout Magic the Gathering. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you all next video.